What is satisfaction? What is your core purpose here on earth? If you are that person that is still aiming on the external stuff to determine when you should enjoy your life to the fullest and when you should not, something is not sitting right yet in your life. So many things that we categorize ourselves for. Maybe when I buy a car, I'll be the happiest person on earth. You have a car, are you happy? The external factors can never give us the genuine happiness that we truly desire to have. You can be a musician today, tomorrow you're not. You can be doing well today, tomorrow you're not. So the social status should not dictate how our life should be. This is what is one beautiful thing I love about life. Can you tell me what is one thing? It can be one or two or three. What is it that gives you that sense of fulfillment inside you? And whichever fulfillment means to you, it can be peace to someone, it can be joy to another one, it can be love, it can be whatever. Which or what is it, one thing or two or three that gives you that sense of fulfillment? Share with me in the comment section below. Let me know what that is. So, I know on your list, you might be having family, children, money, love, peace, joy, or graduating from uni, or maybe achieving so and so goal, which is all correct, but they are not true. Because that true fulfillment truly does not come from the outside stuff. Or maybe, let's just start from there. If you are that person that is still aiming on the external stuff or external people to determine when you should be happy, when you should love and love not, when you should enjoy your life to the fullest and when you should not, then something is not sitting right yet in your life. Because you are yet to identify what is the pure joy, what is the real satisfaction in your life. And in this video, we are going to speak exactly about that. Why should you aim at achieving internal satisfaction over external satisfaction? I wanted us to start by first knowing what is satisfaction. What does it mean? According to Google, this is what it says. It says satisfaction is a fulfillment of one's wishes, expectations, or needs, or the pleasure derived from that. So it says it can be fulfillment of fulfilling one's wishes. That's like the previous examples I just gave you. You know, you may have a wish. I wish to get married one day. You fulfill that. So there is that sense of fulfillment you get in that moment, just right in that moment. Or maybe when you are getting married, or maybe a month later if you have gotten married. By years later, you really start questioning yourself. Did I marry the right person? Did I do the right decision? Was this the right decision? Am I supposed to be married? You start having those questions. Now my question to you is, if you really think that fulfilling your wishes will give you joy or will give you that sense of fulfilling, then what happened? Because you're already married. Or if you think having children is what will give you that sense of joy, you already have children. Where is your joy? Are you truly happy? Are you genuinely happy? So many things that we categorize ourselves for. Maybe when I buy a car, I'll be the happiest person on earth. You have a car, are you happy? Or maybe when I graduate at this university, or maybe when I land into my dream career, are you happy? Or maybe when I open a business, I'll be happy. Are you? This is to tell you that the external factors can never give us the genuine happiness that we truly desire to have. It can never give us joy. It can never give us peace that we truly desire to have. What I'm saying is, do not look at yourself like you're doing something wrong. No, you're not doing something wrong. You're actually doing what you know. Because the truth is, you cannot do what you do not know. We all have been, or we continue to be in those situations. We usually trying to gain knowledge. This is what is one beautiful thing I love about life. We have been given so many chances to learn and unlearn, to grow. It's from the knowledge that we learn, we receive, then we can apply it in our daily lives. And then when we apply it in our lives, then something about our life starting to change. This is what I'm telling you. We are all still that journey. You know, there's some people that think, okay, if I I start my YouTube channel or my podcast, I'll be happy, I'll be sitting on camera and doing those videos. But the truth is, when you started it, even that was me. I just knew that I needed to share something. I needed to share my little knowledge that I have. I just needed to speak about what I believed I know. But then when you start it, you find out that you're not doing this just for fun. You're not doing this just for, it's just not what you believe it is in the first place. But as you allow yourself to make those mistakes, to do whatever it is without allowing it to define you. Look, we all have done so many couple mistakes, but the problem that gets us devastated, even brings us that depression in us, is because we allow the situations to define who we are. Now, I'm not talking about situation, but I'm trying to help you understand about why you should always aim at the internal satisfaction rather than the external satisfaction. So the internal satisfaction is that satisfaction that comes from within, and you can only possibly achieve that after you truly understand who you are. What is your core purpose here on earth? That one, it will give you a concrete foundation to the sense of who you truly are, regardless of what happened in your environment, regardless of what your externals are showing you. So that sense of who you are is the core factor that sets the foundation of everything that happens in your life. There's some times where you think or you feel that you do not care. And true, you might not be caring in that moment, but only just also signalize that you are denying your true sense. You are denying who you are in the inside. That's why you tend not to care. You say, I don't care about people. How can you not care about people when people are what makes you who you are? How can you not care about people when what brought you here is people? You are here because of people. You need people to either achieve, to grow, to experience, to do whatever you think you need to do here on earth. You need people. So how can you not care? Isn't that statement that most of us have thrown, including myself? I don't know how many times I've said this. But if you go back and reflect, we do not mean what we say. The reason we do not mean it is because in the first place, we don't even know what we are saying. We do not know what we are talking about. Then you might ask, if we really do not know what we are talking about, then why are we talking? It's just because we have allowed emotions again. We have allowed emotions to speak for us. We forget the fact that the emotions are just there temporary. And if you check, there was one previous videos, I think we spoke about where you can learn about emotions and everything. I'll put it somewhere either here or here, so just check something if it's going on. If you finish watching this video, you can click. I will also put it in the description box. So what we do not know that emotions are never against us. Emotions are acting as a signal. You know the signal? Just like those traffic lights when they signal you. So when they signal, what do? If they signal red, do you become red? No. The signal, the red, is just a sign of stop. It doesn't mean that when the red signal comes out, you should become red. No. It doesn't mean that when the green signal comes out, you should become green. No, that sign is notifying you that now you are allowed to go. You can progress, you can move. The sign of amber that you should prepare. Okay, let's not go into road signs and all that. But what I'm saying here is the signs, the signals we receive from our body through emotion are not necessarily asking us to become those feelings. They are just identifying us. They are just letting us know. They are just informing us that something is happening. And so there is something, some either organ in us, or maybe feeling, or maybe thought, there may be something in us that needs our immediate action. That's why those signals are there. And they come in the way of emotions. So when you have that sense of fulfillment, it's just because you have graduated, which is fine. We all get that. In that moment when you graduate, you just receive a certificate, or maybe you receive your first salary, or maybe you get employed in that organization that you have been praying for. There is that moment in moment satisfaction that we all feel. We all do that, but that cannot determine your happiness and true fulfillment, because things comes and go. There is this one Bible verse, it's in the book of Corinthians, I think 2 Corinthians. I'll put it on here, you can read it here. It actually says, do not focus or do not put your eyes on the things that are visible, because everything that is visible is temporary, but those that are not visible are eternal. This is what it is. Everything that you think gives you joy now, maybe probably some of those things you mentioned on your list, like family, like husband, like wife, like children, money, car, businesses, maybe job, whatever you have on the list. I want you to take a moment and ask yourself this one question. What if those things that you just mentioned now or you listed are not there anymore? What would be your fate? What would be your outcome? If those things are not there, does it mean that you will not be happy? Does it mean that you will not live alone? However, you can still make choices based on how you want to feel. However, yes, you'll still be able to make those decisions and choices in that moment, depending on how you will allow yourself to feel about those emotions. And if you let them decide what should your life be like. But I want you to know that we need to act fast before any such thing happens. We all know that we love our families. We all wish to our careers to thrive. We all wish to grow and succeed in businesses. We all love to see. We all love to grow. We all love to make impact. We all love to achieve something somewhere. We all love to have money. We wish to make it here on earth. But even that all of those are important to us, and truly they will add some extra joy or sense of fulfillment in us, we need to first seek the internal satisfaction. The internal satisfaction is what will stabilize us in case we lose any of the external things that we considered to be of joyful to us. Because the internal satisfaction is a long-lasting one, while the external satisfaction usually relies on the factors outside ourselves. So anything outside ourselves is not reliable. Not even, sometimes we even betray ourselves, talk less of other people or other things, our possessions, our status. You can be a politician today, tomorrow you're not. You can be a musician today, tomorrow you're not. You can be doing well today, tomorrow you're not. So the social status should not dictate how our life should be. Not just how our life should be, how we should enjoy this life, our happiness or meaning of life. Material possessions. We can have something today, tomorrow we might not have. Just because I have a phone now, I have a camera that I'm able to create this video. What if my camera breaks? What if my phone doesn't work? All these things are possible. Of course, I'm going to be sad, and I expect you to be sad in any situation like that. But what I'm saying is that emotion of being sad should not alter our sense of self, because when we allow it to alter and start using that emotion to define ourselves, then we completely lose ourselves. If you watch the previous episode of video, we spoke about losing ourselves and what it means. You can have it a look and watch it right here or there or somewhere in the description box below. You can watch it, not now, when you finish watching this. But I just found one Bible verse that I would like to share with you, which really makes sense to me a lot, and that encourages me. I hope it can encourage you to usually check within more than on the outside. So that Bible verse is from the book of Philippians chapter 4 verse 11 to 12, where Apostle Paul said, I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances. I want you to underline the word content. I have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances. I know what it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I have learned the secret of being content in any and every situation, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. How amazing, how profound this Bible verse is. So look now, Apostle Paul here is actually telling us, like, look, he knows what it is to be in poverty. He knows what it is to be a wealthy person and have it all. He knows what it is to be a healthy person. He knows what it is to be an unhealthy person, to enjoy life and not to enjoy life. He has been in all situations. But one thing is saying that he has learned to be content with who he is in every situation. Now, I would like us to find the meaning of content. So this is the definition I just got from Google right now about content. A state of peaceful and happiness. So when you say you're being content, that means you are in that state of peaceful and happiness regardless what happens to you. Now the question is, can we be in that state? So this is what Apostle Paul just shared with us, encouraging us, saying that him being that he has been through all those situations, poverty, wealthy, healthy, unhealthy, in prison, in normal life, freedom, not having freedom, having it all, not having it all, having joy, not having joy, on the outside, like from the outside factors. But what he said that he has learned to be content with who he is. Be content in any situations. That means a complete surrender of ourselves and remaining true to who we are, no matter what happens on the outside us. Whatever is happening to you right now, you will not allow it to define you. You can redefine who you were, but not taking out the meaning of you, not looking yourself less of what God made you, of how God created you. Many of us are using those outside factors, even sometimes looking at ourselves and be like, look, I do not like my mouth. I think it's so wide. I should get it down. Or even looking at yourself, look, I have been made short. I think I should be more taller. Of course, I'm trying to tell you things that I have so that I do not speak what you have and be offended. So I'm trying to give you by these examples. We have seen people going to do facelifting. You can choose to do if you wish so. I'm not saying you should not do, but I just want you to know that in any way that you are beautiful and perfect for him that made you. You are. The reason is he made you exactly the way you are, so you can fit to the purpose or calling that he has called you for here on earth. So if you ever think that there's something you need to adjust, I want you to know you're simply telling him that, hey, I think something is wrong somewhere. Let's end it there. So I want to encourage you to pursue the internal satisfaction by focusing on personal growth, self-awareness, mindfulness, gratitude, and develop a strong sense of purpose and values. You can engage in those activities that brings you personal fulfillment and try to align with your own true self. That will contribute to your internal satisfaction. Build a strong relationship with your Creator. That's very important. Seek after Creator. Seek after Him, wanting to know Him, because it's only Him that knows the true story about you. Everybody else, no, we do not know. We can advise, we can do what, but only Him knows completely about you. If you want to find yourself again, if you're feeling that you have lost yourself and you think that you need some help to get back to you, I am Here to Go person. That is a signature coaching program, Understanding You, that I just created for you. You can find in the description box below. But also you can join our community where we encourage each other. We all work together. You will meet like-minded people who are also on the journey of finding themselves, healing and overcoming. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you on the next video.